Greetings and salutations, coin enthusiasts, as well as those who just simply derive amusement from watching me fumble with coins. Welcome to episode 13 of season 2. And as you might have guessed from what you see before you here, this episode is going to be a little bit different than usual. Give you a little backstory here. A couple of days ago, I went out of town to a small town about 2 hours or so from here to get my COVID vaccination, because I could get it more quickly there than waiting to get it locally. And at any rate, on the way home, we stopped at banks in a few small towns to see if they had any loose halves or customer rolls, as I often do when I make trips like that. The first place I stopped had none, which is more often than not the case. The second place I stopped, let me put it this way. The teller first said she didn't have any. She looked at the other teller. They didn't have any. Then she went into the office of the little bank there and came out and said, "How many would you like?" And I said, "How many do you have?" And it turns out they had 68 customer rolls. So how could I turn that down? Now it turns out that a fair amount of them were these re-rolled black rolls, which Brinks uses in this area. So I suspect I had found a fellow coin roll hunter's dump bank there, and they also had a roughly equal number of actual customer rolls, which I'm suspicious they may be from the same person. They just couldn't, the other rolls tore, so they just had to rewrap them. But we'll see. So I don't hold out a lot of hope for these right here. Then I went down the street to a bank about a block or so away, asked if they had any customer rolls or loose halves. Turns out they had three of these rolls. I'm rather suspicious these all may be from a common source, and I'm not talking the Mint or the Fed. But we will see. This might be an interesting hunt. It might not be. So the way I have this planned out, I'm going to open these first from the other bank, these three. See if there's anything interesting there. I'll open those live on camera. I'll open the first of these live, and if in fact it turns out it's nothing but customer return clad, I will bring you back in as soon as I find something. And if I find something good, I'll keep going. But all right, enough talking, let's start doing. And I have not looked at these yet, by the way. Save that for the actual performance. So let's see. At least they're clean, I'll give them that. Tell you some of the boxes I've been through lately, I'll give huge props for clean coins. Here's someone's attempt at amateur jewelry making, or I guess I should say someone's amateur attempt at jewelry making. Okay. Okay. Just clad there. forgot to bring in my recycling basket in here to put the stuff in. I'll get that in just a moment. Okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, struck pay dirt on the second roll. This is going to be worthwhile after all, I think. So, 1967, 40% with some fairly appealing toning on it even. Ratio. Welcome back. I went through the Brinks rewraps, rerolls, whatever you want to call them, and to no one's great surprise, it was nothing but clad. Although I did find a couple of nice NIFCs, one 2005, one 2008, both from Philadelphia. Okay, fifth roll into this batch of halves. Pay dirt. I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up or not. This camera is not the best at close-ups, but do you see what I see? An Ender, a 1968 40%er. So we're back on the board. Let's open this baby up and see what else might be in there. Okay. Oh. Okay, 1968 Denver. Of course it's Denver, it's a 68. Well, let's see what else might be in here. Clad. Oh, proof. A 1994 proof. San Francisco Natch. A few fingerprints on there, but it's a keeper. Oh, 1966. Another 40%er. No mint mark. $1969. Denver Natch. I tell you, I am very, very glad I stopped at that bank. Almost drove by it, but something told me, no, stop. 1965. And this is interesting because this is the first 65 I've seen with this particular toning pattern. I've seen a lot of 64s with it, but this is the first 40%er I've seen with this particular pattern. Very nice. As toning goes, it's attractive. Oh, a 67 and almost uncirculated condition. Wait. Wake the camera up there, make sure I'm holding it in the right. Yeah. And this was a double ender. It's another 1967 on this end. Wow. I am liking this box. Okay, and now for the wrap-up. It was a good hunt. All the silver came out of just 2 rolls, and there is a plentitude of it. We have this one nicely toned 1965 40%er, a single 1966 40%er, 3 67s one of which is in just absolutely extraordinary condition, as you can see there. A 68D and a 69D, as well as a 1994 S proof that has not been in circulation very long, because aside from some fingerprints on the field there, a little bit on the back there, it's in very pristine condition. That's going to wrap things up for this episode, so keep watching and we'll have more. A lot more coming up here very soon. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you would. Subscribers are always welcome. Until then, ciao for now.